Apparently he's a Patron. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Dusty Mac, and thank you for joining me on this Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power reaction series. Today, we are continuing off with our favorite prequel show about the Lord of the Rings, because there's only one. This is Season 1, Episode 7. Actually, this is the penultimate episode. There's only 8 episodes for this season. The Eye. Last time on the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, damn, something actually happened, and what an event it was. I mean, basically, right from the beginning, there was like those battles, and then the people in the island, they kind of sailed up and arrived at Middle Earth just in the nick of time to help the villagers who were being attacked by Adar and all of the orcs. And luckily, they arrived just in time to turn the tides of battle. Unfortunately, that old guy who switched sides ended up stealing that hilt, and I didn't really put this together last time, but unfortunately, now that hilt is absolutely meaningless. Where I thought it was going to be like the sword of Sauron, and that was what was going to be forged into the One Ring. No, it was just a MacGuffin, just a thing that was in the show that happened to make the events proceed. It was just a key, and that was a little disappointing. Like, what was the point of it, like, growing when it was stuck in your arm and it absorbed your blood? Like, what? That seems like a very evil thing to do, and it was just a key. That was probably the worst part about that episode. But without that, we wouldn't have gotten the spectacle at the end, which was that key unlocked this dam that put all the water into the Mount Doom, basically, and it exploded, creating what is going to be Mordor, pretty much, right? And then at the very end, we saw that, like, pyroclastic flow, I believe it's called. It just engulfed the entire village in Galadriel. Obviously, Galadriel's not going to die because we know that she doesn't, but she should have been dead, and so should everybody else. Those, lava is a little hot, that's why it's lava. So I don't know exactly what to expect from this episode. I doubt we're going to get any big set pieces like we got last time. I think these next 2 episodes are pretty much going to be fallout from that event. So I really don't know. I really just want to jump in and find out. So anyway, guys, if you like this reaction and want to keep seeing more like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe and hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and barely stream. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length and a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. So if that interests you, please go check that out. If not, they'll be up here on the YouTube at some point. So I guess without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into this episode of the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power. This one is Season 1, Episode 7, The Eye of Sauron, maybe? Who knows? Let's do it. And she's perfectly fine. And you see how everything's on fire? That's because it was lava, and it was very hot. I mean, it wasn't all lava, but it was like steam and heat, basically. Poor horse. But again, that horse shouldn't have even been running because it was just involved in a volcano explosion. Like, come on. They should all be dead. Like, even putting aside my disbelief, an elf maybe could survive that just because, they're magical elves or whatever, but why did any other human survive that? Why did that horse survive? That's dumb. It's like they put in something that would have repercussions and they're like, we don't want to deal with those repercussions after the fact.
Stay with me.
Dude had a whole house fall on him and he's mostly... That's how he should have been too. They were both underneath that house and he doesn't even have a broken leg. I get it. You don't want all your characters to die so you can make more story, but this wasn't a thing people were supposed to survive. I gotta get over it. But it's dumb. Ooh, she got burned. Oh, did he finally die? But then again, Isildur is a name that is like in history of Lord of the Rings, so I don't think he dies. Wouldn't they not want stragglers to come because like they could be bringing other people and things with them? Did they all get killed and massacred?
What happened?
Mountains to the south that could spit fire rock, only to wake again when a new evil is rising.
Oh, maybe Gandalf's a Patron. Apparently he's a Patron. But why did only a few... There's only like 4 rocks that flew to there?
Randy,
That's
your friend up
a nice
there.
coincidence.
You don't suppose
Suppose what?
he could fix it?
He definitely looks broke up about the tree.
Quite
I like how it was cracking. You could see like the regular bark underneath.
Just like Sadok said he would. Are you alright? I'm alright.
Did he not have the power to do it, or?
We ask for something sacred, so we offer something sacred in return.
This slab of stone that we are using as a table.
For access to your mithril mines. The elves are prepared to furnish this city with game, grain, and timber from the elder forests of Eriador for the next 5 centuries.
That's a long time. I don't think that place is even going to be around in a century or two. He's bending the knee.
Please, noble king, help us.
I will speak to my son now.
Think we can get some more out of him?
When Aule created our people, he crafted us of 2 elements, fire and rock. We do not dig in earth that cannot support it, delving into depths beyond the darkness. I will not risk dwarven lives.
Because that's what led to the downfall of Khazad-dûm, right?
Father!
They dug too far and too deep.
My friend is drowning. You expect me to swat his hand away?
The fate of the elves was decided many ages ago. I am sorry, my son, but their time has come.
So
Uncaring old fool!
What choice do we have?
If we reopen the mine ourselves, prove to them there's a safe way to gather mithril, perhaps we could force your father's hand.
He's our
king.
king.
Yeah. Are the elves actually going to go to war with the dwarves, though, if they actually say no? Why are the elves even here? Like, after the war and stuff. If they know they can't survive here without this ore, why don't they just go back to where they came from? They just want a foothold here?
So this is goodbye then.
We do not say goodbye. We say no more.
Namarie.
Means more than simply farewell.
He's doing his
It
best
means
not to be
go
disappointed.
towards goodness.
And he's even giving back the little bit that he gave him. Is it restoring the leaf? Maybe that's the proof that they need to get the king, I guess?
Elrond!
Luckily, he's pretty good at shuffleboard, so he was able to see that. Those guys are like, why did we sail here? Middle Earth is a shithole. It's a sun's horse, huh?
Isildur.
And right there, you can see like the sadness, obviously, from losing his son. Obviously, he's not dead, but the realization that if he didn't allow him to come with him, then he'd still be alive. But
Where is he? Where is my son?
oh shit, that kind of made me tear up a little bit. That guy's performance. That was, whew.
Numenor set their camp upon that ridgeline. Be wary. Orcs will move in daylight now.
How many have you killed?
Many.
Good.
I would not use such words. It darkens the heart to call dark deeds good.
That's a really damn good line.
Why soldier then?
Perhaps we can make one of you yet.
Really looked like it was gonna hit her.
Much further until we're clear of this smoke.
She realized it as soon as
How
she
long
said
have
it.
we been clear of it?
Nearly a mile.
I see.
Do you?
Only grey.
Oh shit, she got blinded, kinda. I mean, they should all be dead. So I mean,
No one need notice.
she just realized that she was blind. She thought they were just going through fucking smoke. That is, that'd be difficult.
You'll find the big folk settlements on the far side. Then you look.
Kicking 'em out.
The people there can help you find your stars. Harford folk haven't seen him over 1,000 years ago.
The tree is gonna be healed, isn't it? Yeah, a little growth right there. That was a really good shot. Complex to pull off, and it looked pretty good. Showing her tiny hand with the apple and his giant hand, well, normal size hand.
Should have just let us alone. I'm just a Harfoot. That's all I'll ever be.
Maybe you should start trying to be a hobbit.
We can tend to the rest in the morning.
And her eyes go right back up to the stars. Yeah, she's not just gonna be a Harfoot.
Have you ever lost someone close?
My brother. And my husband.
Oh, I didn't know she was married.
The war seemed so very far away then. I never saw him again after that.
Why is this the first time we're hearing about that? Like, it's always been about her brother, and that's what set her on the path. But now she also has a husband that also motivates her. Now that the orcs can travel in the daytime, we're gonna get a lot more action, I think. I hope.
Stop. What do you smell?
What do you smell with your orc nose?
Ashes.
We're wasting time.
We move at first light.
Another Tremor.
Give the rocks time to resettle.
Is that how that works?
Self-discipline.
I think that'll bring you success.
Did in our contest.
Did it?
He did throw the contest, didn't he?
You lost on purpose.
My aim was never to defeat you.
I called it.
I was winded.
You were mighty dwarvish for an elf.
And you are a rather elvish dwarf, Durin.
Sounded like that was a compliment and a slight. I don't know about that.
The mightiest thing a dwarf can do is to be worthy of the name of his father. We do have our secret names, for use only amongst ourselves, only to family, sisters, brothers. Elrond.
You save it, Durin.
Oh, he's never gonna get to tell him, is he? Oh shit. He struck a vein right there. I played enough Deep Rock Galactic to know. Oh wow. And that goes, holy shit. Is that all the mithril?
Durin.
Uh-oh.
It's more than we ever imagined.
King Durin, there is a...
Enough! Just look at it.
Seize the elf.
Straight up tossed him out. Now I just gotta wait to be let back in. He gave it back to him, huh? Unless he just took it.
When your mother bore you, something inside you was ill-formed. Folks said you'd never see your first winter, but every night I held you to the firelight, kept your chin up all night long to ease the burden a little. I gazed down on your tiny naked face, and I saw upon it the great grey beard of an old dwarven king, terrible as an army with banners, and he would move mountains.
Kinda did a little bit right there.
How'd you expect me to move mountains if you fall to pieces when I dig a single hole? But you suffocate any thought that does not originate in you. Elrond is as much a brother to me as if he'd been fired in my own mother's womb. How dare you! You profane the crown you wear!
Oh, easy, Durin. Was that his, like, prince crown crest thing?
Leave it. It's not yours anymore.
I wish it told us what that signifies so we could feel the weight of that moment, but I'm guessing it was like his crown or something, but he wasn't wearing it on his head.
We have to save them! Why don't you take a look outside?
Did the whole grove back?
I don't understand. He fixed it.
Maybe Gandalf, go find him.
There's enough bounty here to feast and still have enough left over to last the frozen fish.
Is this where they're gonna settle then? This could be the Shire, right?
He could not help but...
More footsies? Nope. Bigfoot. Why would she drop her pail? Oh shit. Yeah, why would she drop her pail? That's the maybe Sauron guy. Oh, that's a girl. So not Sauron. I thought they said Sauron in those lyrics, but... Oh, did those flowers grow where he was walking? That's cool, but I mean, it's gonna lead him right to him, unfortunately.
Wait!
Nori!
You're going the wrong way! He went that way. Go on now. Be gone!
Harm a hair in her foot, and I'll brain the lot of you.
Oh, shit. Are these part of his race, too? Are these all Gandalfs? They're anti-Gandalfs. That's what they are. Yeah, all that bounty is just gone. Because Nori had to stand up and talk. Yeah, it's all on you, Nori. I mean, you're trying to save maybe Gandalf, but... Ooh, they might exile her and her family, to be honest.
Whoa! Give him to me. No, you're going home. Do you hear me?
I mean, obviously he's still alive, so maybe the horse is gonna go lead him to him.
Please.
You won't listen to any of us.
This horse is doing some acting, I'll tell you that. Going to get a Sealder.
I should never have pulled the elf on board.
If Galadriel doesn't get back to, what is it, Rivendell or whatever? It's not Rivendell, Lindell. If she doesn't get back there before the spring, then will she start dying without the mithril? That's what everyone should look like, not just a few people. If she's still alive, I'll be kind of upset because she should have died just by those arrows. And she had to survive the eruption on top of that. Like, nah.
Theo?
No. Of course, he survived too, but the mom should have died. It starts with a B. I can't remember her name. Because she was already close to death, and then, like, for some reason she survived. No, she was dead, wasn't she? And then, like, she was like, like, she just popped back to life for some reason. Because of the seeds, I guess?
Preparations are nearly complete. We can depart within the hour. Galadriel.
No one kneels in Numenor.
You are not in Numenor.
Let us put this land behind our sails.
Do not spend your pity on me, elf. Save it for our enemies, for they do not know what they have begun. Numenor will return.
Then the elves will be ready.
We sail with the tide. Captain.
That seems like it was like the very first scene of the show that he shot. I didn't feel a whole lot of emotion behind that.
Give us a moment to weep.
Weeping? Is that all you think we have left in us? We're Harfoots. We don't slay dragons. Not much for digging jewels, but there's one thing we can do better than any creature in all Middle-earth. We stay true to each other.
Unless they get left behind, and then you just sing a song about them.
Our hearts, even bigger than our feet. And we just keep walking.
Pretty good speech, but maybe you should stop walking and just kind of settle down. Maybe dig some little hubbles inside of a hill somewhere.
Where are you going? To help my friend. He deserves at least that.
Alone?
She won't be alone.
Frodo and Samwise. All right, here we go.
Folk behind, we're not leaving him.
Not without me.
All right. Merry and Pippin too?
What's the good of living if we aren't living good?
Just once. It would be grand if you weren't right all the time. Get me stick.
Oh, so they're all
Come on, with
going.
you.
Unless the rest of the Harfoots are going on and he can kind of find them, I guess. Is this the first, like, Harfoot expedition in centuries? See, just like the first Lord of the Rings movie, it feels like things are just about to start and the series is going to end next week.
Where will you go?
An old Numenorian colony.
Then I will report to our High King to face whatever awaits me.
Yeah, because she hasn't been back since she jumped ship, literally.
Has no one informed you?
Informed me of what? I thought you had died.
Better for me if I had done.
The wound soured overnight.
This wound needs elvish medicine. Can he ride?
Can you imagine having to ride a horse? Just ow, ow, ow.
It seems fate has in store for us one more raft.
I will not abandon these lands and condemn them to burn.
Strength to the king!
I mean, I'm glad they're all kind of like backing him right away. It's just weird. It's like, hey, I'm going to be your king. All right, strength to the king.
Keep it, soldier.
Commander.
That's an elvish blade too, isn't it? That's probably like a lot better than anything they have around there. Slow, slow, slow. That would hurt so bad. Like, I don't even think it would go numb after a while, would it? It's just an open wound being stretched and pulled and torn.
He's grown too old. His mind too feeble. No matter how many crests he hurls to the floor, one day this will be your kingdom.
Gonna challenge him?
Not your brother's.
Is that what's gonna be the finale for this season? Because I don't know what else they could do for a finale. They kind of blew their load, quite literally.
We will rule this mountain and all others before our time is done. Mithril belongs to us.
Why does her eyes glow and like nobody else does? Like his are really dark, but hers are like literally glowing. Challenge your dad to a rock breaking contest, I guess.
Seal it up.
Hello, Balrog. Hello, Balrog. Or maybe that's gonna be the finale. I don't know. And then the King Durin's gonna die, and then he's gonna take over.
It's our land now.
Here, Adar, Lord of the Southland.
No, that is the name of a place that no longer exists.
What shall we call it instead, Lord Father?
Hell yeah. Much more fitting for that environment. Alright everybody, that was The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, Season 1, Episode 7, The Eye. That one was okay. Obviously, it had to have a lot of fallout from, the volcano exploding the last episode. Pretty much everybody survived. I think everybody did survive except for, Isildur's friend from, back in when they were in training or whatever. Isildur died and everyone's sad, but obviously the horse knows better than everybody else, so he went to save him. The queen's blind. She's going back to kind of get reinforcements and come back. The commander guy didn't seem like he was too thrilled with that. They found a shit ton of mithril, like not only like a bunch of mithril, but they also found a brand new chasm. And unfortunately, the king awoken the Balrog, so I'm sure that's going to kind of come into play next episode. Like I said, I wonder if maybe the big confrontation next episode is going to be the Balrog attacking the Dwarven city, and then the king dies, and then Durin kind of takes over, and then he starts, you know, mining mithril for the elves. Either that or next season there's just going to be an all-out war between the elves and the dwarves. That's all I can really think about what's going to happen. Then of course at the very end we get that the Southlands are no longer known as the Southlands. It is now officially Mordor. You know, obviously once the volcano exploded I kind of got that was going to be Mount Doom and it was going to be creating, you know, Mordor, but still really cool that we got the official. No one said it, but we saw it. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. It's kind of like a reset now. Like we already kind of had the season finale. And next episode is pretty much, I think, just going to be like a cliffhanger. Like, you want to see season 2. And unfortunately, I saw that that's like 2024 or something possibly. So I thought they were going to film all of these back to back and they're going to like do one a year, but guess not. Anyway, guys, what did you think of this episode and, of course, the awakening of the Balrog? Let me know in the comment box down below. And if you like my reaction, want to see more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe. And hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and barely stream. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And yeah, that's going to be about it for me for the night. So again, thank you so very much for joining me. You know I love and appreciate every single one of you. And remember, if you're going to go outside, please wear a mask, don't be an ass, and I will see you all next week for the season finale of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. Take it easy, guys.
What's the good of living if we aren't living good?